Unplanned Good is a communication effort. The reason that I started Unplanned Good was just simply to communicate to people that there is another option for those facing unplanned pregnancies.
So much of the time the world just says there's two options, either abortion or keeping your child. But there is a third option, and that's adoption.
Adoption is a viable path. It's a definitely reasonable and doable option.
We want to help people take something from where it's not a positive experience to turn it into something good.
Teens who are facing unplanned pregnancy rarely have the maturity, the courage, the foresight to be able to pursue an adoption path. And really it's up to us as the guiding lights, the parents in their lives, to suggest it and advocate it and give them the strength to be able to see it through.
We want to kind of get those things out to parents too at the very beginning, to give them options so that they can think through things and be able to walk their teenagers through a situation that they might get into.
And we can do that by thinking it through in times that are calm, like now, rather than in the crisis moments when it's really hard to think rationally.
My name is Katie Maeda, and I've been working with Unplanned Good for about 1.5 to 2 years. Unfortunately, when I was 15 years old, I found myself pregnant and not knowing what to do. I automatically assumed that I was supposed to keep my child. I realized after a period of time of talking with my family that there was more than just that option. I struggled a lot. I did not want to actually give my child up for adoption and not know where he was going to be. I felt as if there was something that would happen and go wrong, that it would be my fault. And so my grandmother spoke to me, talked to me about just the different things with open adoption. And through that process, I came to understand that it was actually the best thing for me. It was very difficult from the beginning to the end, but I found an amazing family who became my friends, and that was 12 years ago, and my son's 12 years old now. He actually knows exactly who I am, and it's nothing strange. I'm kind of an extended family. He was actually in my wedding. He was an usher and walked my mom down the aisle, which is kind of strange, but at the same time, it's completely natural for us.
Think about the idea of adoption. Think about being able to encourage a teen in your life in that direction.
On our website, there's lots of resources that you can check out and read about other people's stories.
There are stories about birth parents who've chosen adoption for their baby. There are stories from people who have adopted children or babies, and there are stories from people who have been adopted. So you can just see that it impacts the lives of so many and brings about good in so many respects.
There's this huge gap between adoptive families who just long to have a child, and that's all they've ever wanted, and with teenagers or 20-year-olds or 30-year-olds that have an unplanned pregnancy, that are confused, lost, and can't take care of their child. We just need to connect those dots. We need to go ahead and finish off the puzzle and introduce these people, because there's just such beauty that can come out of something that's unplanned.
Think about the idea of adoption. Think about being able to encourage a teen in your life in that direction. And maybe some unplanned good could come from that.